Hey guys, welcome back for another video. It's Blade Master 357. Today I'll be talking about bug out bags and doing a video on mine. One thing I don't see a lot of on YouTube is cheap bug out bags, and also what this is, an urban bug out bag. Um, I'm pretty much going to be saying you don't need to go out and spend $300+ just on the bag or stuff in the bag to have an efficient bug out bag. And also people don't realize sometimes what bug out bag means. Bug out bag doesn't mean go out in the woods and survive for a month. No, a bug out bag is also referred to as a 72-hour bag. That bag should be able to, at the least, sustain you for 72 hours. And when I say sustain, I don't mean you're going out there on a camping trip. I mean survive. It might not be comfortable, it might not be pretty, but as long as you're breathing and surviving at the end of the 72 hours, the bag has accomplished its job. Mine is designed for more than 72 hours. I would advise you try to get 4, 5, maybe 6 days out of your bag. It doesn't have to be a 72-hour bag just because it's a bug out bag. Um, this is mine. I used to live in Jersey. I had a military surplus camo bag because I lived near the woods. Now I live in South Florida. I live in a very urban area. This is what I'm going to touch on too. A bag like this is better in an urban area than a military surplus, big ass camoed Marine Corps bag. Because if you're walking around with a Marine Corps camouflage bag in an urban area in a true shit hit the fan situation, it's like painting a target on your back saying rob me for anybody with a gun, or not even a gun. People get desperate, they'll come at you with whatever they can, or in a group with no weapons, because if someone's hungry and thirsty enough, you start to lose your sense of law, and people go into survival mode, and that's when shit gets scary. Something like this in an urban setting, you're not going to stick out as much. Remember, you always want to be that gray man, that guy that you don't blend in too much, you don't stand out too much, just right in the middle. Something like this, yeah, anybody with a bag on their back, especially something in substantial size, you can tell that there's stuff in there, is going to stand out, but it's not going to stand out as much if you have just a regular school backpack like this. People might just think, oh, he's got clothes, he's just trying to get out like everybody else is. Maybe had some personal effects that you really can't replace, family photos and stuff like that. Also, what I'm going to touch on in a true, I'm talking true shit at the fan situation, not just a hurricane evacuation. I live in a hurricane evacuation zone, so that could happen to me. Another reason I have one of these. A true shit at the fan situation. If you think you're going to be able to get into your car and just jump on 95 or the turnpike or something like that and get out, you're crazy. You're pipe dreaming. That's not going to happen. There's going to be massive gridlock, massive chaos. Most likely, 8 times out of 10, you're going to end up getting into a traffic jam, and you're going to have to ditch your car and you're going to have to get on foot. That's why I suggest having a bag that you're going to stay somewhat incognito if you live in an urban area like me. And a bag like this, stuff like this, you can pick up at the store for like 15, 20 bucks. I mean, I think it's made by Starter or something like that. And it's just pretty much a basic backpack. I mean, I'd like for it to have a couple more functions than it does, but I've had this thing since I was younger, and it's still just like brand new. I mean, I got a couple pockets here, side pocket. I got a big pocket in the front behind this, and actually, most of them have MOLLE straps. Mine had two straps on the front like this. They're not MOLLE straps, but I make them work. Like I said, make it work. I got a waterproof bag on the front with that change of clothes in here, and also socks. That's another thing. Socks. Have socks. Extra socks. Not one pair, 2 pairs. Get like 3 pairs of socks and maybe an extra pair of wool socks in there. They don't weigh a lot, and having a pair of socks can mean the difference between life or death. I'm not kidding. Look it up during World War I, how many people died because of not taking care of your feet. That can kill you in a survival situation. Also, it's a morale boost putting on a nice fresh pair of socks. Trust me, if you ever gone camping, putting on a nice fresh pair of socks means a world of difference. On the side right here, in my the mesh pouch, most people put a water bottle. I choose to put a poncho. The reason being is that I see a lot of people putting their ponchos in their bag and maybe down deep in their bag. That's not such a good idea. If you're gonna put it in your bag, at least have it on the top or in a pocket like this where you could just grab it. I choose mine on the outside because that's the easiest place I can. Especially in a place like mine, in South Florida, when it rains, it pours. And it can start pouring in South Florida literally at the drop of a dime. It might start a little drizzle, and then boom, it just goes from drizzle to absolute craziest rain you'd ever see in your life. If you get stuck in a situation where it starts downpouring, I mean that really nasty rain that you're going to get soaked in less than 30 seconds, you don't want to be opening up your bag, getting everything wet inside. Yes, everything's waterproofed and stuff inside, and I'll touch on that on the part 2 of this video when I pull everything out and show you what's in there, how to make it just, pretty much going to show you anybody can have a cheap bug out bag. But having it on the outside is just going to mean you can just drop your bag, grab it, put it on, and keep moving. It's that simple. You don't have to sit there and risk getting the clothes you have on soaked or anything in your bag soaked. Also, what I'm going to say, not everybody has a firearm. Me, I don't. I'm 20 years old. I can't buy a handgun yet. And I don't have my shotgun out right now, so I'm not going to show it. This is just pretty much my SOG seal pup that I picked up. They got straps in the back, so you can pretty much choose to put it wherever the hell you want it, pretty much. Because the SOG is starting to go towards how to help out, with MOLLE webbing on bags and whatnot, so you can put it on there easier. I have like the half-ass MOLLE webbing on the. This is the only part of the bag that has it, but I just have it on here upside down, so when I wear it, it's upside down, easy access, stuff like that. I'd always suggest having a some sort of self-defense right there. If I had a gun, I'd stick it there instead. Something real you can access real quick.